Alrighty, my friends, we are back. I think we need more power. I think I need to put a couple more solar panels in. If I put a few more solar panels in, maybe that'll fill up the battery faster than it gets drained. And what I could also potentially do is plug it into our base's power supply, so that we're sharing power. And this battery that I wanted to set up can help store some power as well. Rocket solar gets 60 watts at peak, so not enough anyway. Normal solar should do the trick. Okay. So basically, now it might melt, so I'm going to go for steel from here. To this battery. Do that so that this power will help charge up this battery, I guess. Maybe that'll do something. Hopefully that will help. I'm going to get another solar panel, or 2 or 3, once we dig out this. I just want to make this more all accessible here. You were away, anything happen? Nothing crazy, just running out of power. Running out of power on a new planet is kind of a normal thing. You had to do boot maintenance. All right, cool. Always take a little trip into orbit. Yeah, I guess that's true. Go into orbit to charge the battery. I want to avoid doing that if I can help it. There we go. That's charging that battery a lot better. Yeah, there we go. Nice. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 across. Ladders across there. Okay. Now, with this solar panel being plugged into that, to charge it a decent amount during the day, so hopefully they'll get in and out at night as well. Oh, you know what I haven't checked for a while? I haven't checked this guy. How are you doing over here? Almost down to half your oxygen. 204 of these guys. Okay. I'm going to let you keep going. Okay. How are you doing on oxygen? Used decent amount. Okay. Need to keep an eye on that. I do not want to lose 3 duplicants like I did that one time. Because I stayed on the water planet too long and ran out of O2. Good thing here on this planet, at least, is with all this pollute auction, if worst comes to worst, I could have them just hang out, get slime lung. Is there slime lung on this planet? There is slime lung on this planet, actually. Oh, okay. This is actually the first time I've just been going around in the slime lung area and haven't even thought about that. But since they're in Atmos suits, I'm going to say it's fine. I didn't even think about that. You apply a waxy substance to your boots to make them softer and more water resistant. A mixture of animal fat and silicone oil helps protect them. Nice. All right. Okay, do I want to start sending the oil? I want my power to be always constantly going up, so I want more solar panels, so I'm going to not do that yet. I have bliss plants. Plant them to overcome the slime lung. What are bliss plants? I don't know what bliss plants are. I did eradicate slime lung on my original planet a long time ago. Have I recovered the XP with new dupes? Yeah, I basically replaced all those dupes. Yeah, that happened too. You know what? One thing I need to make sure we also have is a station. An exosuit forge so we can place our suits if they break. Make sure I'm always keeping one of those on hand. Do that. Buddy Bud emits a floral scent that kills slime lung. Does it really? I did not know that. Okay. Well, again, I'm not going to worry about it because we're in suits, but it's something I'll just have to keep in mind. I'm not going to worry about it right now, though. So oil. If I send oil here, I would need a place for it to go. So what if I just did a bit of a tank for oil here? And I can just dump that out there. My dupe is stuck. Oh, because they're stupid. Because they're stupid. I don't. How do you do that to yourself? How do you even do that to yourself? You just got yourself stuck over here, didn't you? What am I supposed to do, man? Like, seriously. Thank you for telling me. I didn't even notice. Didn't even notice how stupid you were. Ah, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. You're so dumb, but lovable, but mainly dumb. But mainly dumb. Duplicants never change. Never change. I love you. I hate you, but I love you. All right, once I get 2, maybe 3 solar panels where I think this thing will be on all the time, then I'm going to start sending oil that I can dump into here and then pick that up and turn that into liquid locks for our 2 geysers that we can harvest for power. And then we'll put that there. Yeah. It's not that bad. Otto would have already broken the tree. At least Otto's not here. Was it Otto or was it Liam? It was one of those two that you always said was the dumbest. I would not actually mind even an extra battery just to make sure we're storing power at night. It's stupid Otto. Stupid Otto. Why you gotta be so stupid Otto all the time? Okay. So we're getting the power set up first. Doing good on that. Getting close to 250 of those guys. Okay. So we get a power set up, then we can. That gives us power to set up more power, a sustainable power that's not reliant on, you know, the sun being out. Okay, you know what? This medium speed does seem like that's doing a little bit better. That was a good suggestion from, who was it? Laparels. Well, is it better? I don't know. I was thinking that right there would have been the thing that should, if it was actually better or not, but oh well. Maybe it's better. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to reach all this. They might be able to, though. Okay, you're not. You actually are stuck there until they make this. Make this. Okay, good. At least you're able to dig stuff out in the meantime. There we go. Now you're not stuck. Good. Eventually, you also just make a new colony, do things more efficiently from the start to make the lag better. Well, I mean, I'm not doing that anytime soon. This is the first colony I've made in like a year and a half or something since the last game. Oh man, are you gonna entomb yourself? So I'm probably not gonna do that. I mean, we're 1590 cycles in. But planning for lag from the beginning, that's a super advanced auction not included technique right there. Planning for lag from day one. Okay, are you gonna entomb yourself? Yes, yes you are. Wow, amazing. Will that even get you out, or do I have to deconstruct this now? I should have known that was going to happen. I don't even know if this gets her out here. Do I really have to deconstruct? Ah, Jesus Christ, man. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. You're struggling at cycle 400 with one asteroid. You need to start doing that? Yeah. What printables do we have? Sure. Okay, let's try this again. This time with less entombing yourself. I better dig out that, because if she digs it from right on top of that, she would entomb herself. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good now. And 16 dupes. Yeah, I have a total of probably like 26 dupes or something like that. It's a pretty high amount. I kind of purposely went higher in dupes because I've always gone lower in dupes, and I wanted to try it with more dupes. I guess I just didn't know that it would be so... That the reason you don't usually get that many is because of lag issues. I guess. Now I know. Knowing's half the battle. Go, Joe. Alright, we are building up battery power there. That's great. Alright, now they can dig that out. Okay, cool. With power comes great responsibility and also the ability to do other stuff. So let's get working on. Let's get let's do that. And we're going to start sending some oil over here. We need at least 3 liquid locks. So, stop this guy. Change where we're sending stuff to here. And to here. And this. This. And enable auto bottle. Enable auto bottle. Alright, and they'll start pumping some oil for liquid locks over there. Try to limit dupe pathfinding. Okay. You try to sweep Shiznit around, supposedly gives 10% less. Oh, yeah, do a big dig sweep command. Yeah, Francis John sometimes does that. You micro door access a lot. Okay. Okay, we are losing power, but not so much that the beacon should turn off. Okay, good. No stress or anything over here. That's good. I need to keep making sure I'm keeping an eye on oxygen or oxalite. That looks good. And over here, That looks good. Looks like we're at 250 of those guys. Okay. You're about halfway to what you need to do, Nails. Halfway there. Halfway there. You just hope the devs improve the game. The late game lag is frustrating. Yeah. It would just be nice if they could optimize it more. It's crazy how bad the lag gets. Wait, you actually don't even have an Atmos suit. How? Oh, it's on the... Oh, it is worn. So when you get home, you're going to have a worn Atmos suit. Okay, great. That's fine. It's fine. All right, so oil will start showing up. Let's get the 390 every 763, 351. Not sure which gives more. I think natural gas is... Which gives more power, actually? Natural gas gives 800 watts. Hydrogen gives 800 watts. Hydrogen gives... same amount of power. Generates less heat, though. So we'll probably start... Let's start with a hydrogen, I guess. Generating less heat could be helpful. Somewhere over here. Show the hydrogen stats again, you'll crank some numbers. Okay, hydrogen. 505 grams, 214 seconds, every 487 seconds. Alright, and let's get a... set up here, and we're gonna want let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That for the liquid lock. I'll have to pump the stuff out of here, but that's okay. All right, it's gonna take a pretty long time for these guys to get to us. Well, there's a lot of them, though. We need enough for 3 liquid locks, so I'm going to let them send oil to us for a little while. Let them send to us for a while. Is that set up correctly? Yes. Okay, all that's reachable. I think that one's not reachable. If I do that, that should all be reachable. Okay, so this will give us access to the hydrogen vent. We'll get the natural gas vent. Once we have those vents going, I think I'm going to want to send the iso resin back first before I start trying to tackle this. So we're probably going to have to send a second group of duplicants over here. Second group of dudes. And by dudes, I mean duplicants. All right, we got some oil showing up. Nice. Oh, you're going to be trapped in there. Of course you did that. Of course, I did that too, so. Oh, and you'll also be trapped if I don't do this. Okay, there we go. That should work. That should work. Is there anything on the ground that will off-gas? It doesn't look like there's any off-gassable stuff in there, but let me just do a quick... Oh, actually, I don't have a place to sweep anything. Just throw this guy, like... Oh, where do I want to put this? Doesn't really matter. Right there. And I want them to be able to get around here a little bit quicker, which would be Something like that. 250 grams a second of hydrogen versus 183 grams a second of natural gas. With 100 grams a second versus 90 grams a second usage, hydrogen still wins, but we don't know the cycle activity. Right. But it sounds like the hydrogen vent is slightly more. So we'll plan on that. I'll end up taming both, but we'll plan on using the hydrogen one. Food oil, enable auto bottle 7, copy, paste. Now 1 or 2 sweep. Consumable ore, I think, would be the only thing that could be off-gassable in there. Oh, there's coal there. If coal's the only thing, that's fine. That's fine. They'll sweep it. What's up, Saucer? How you doing, my friends? Good to see ya. Every time I see you, I feel like it's been forever. I love these payload openers. They're basically automatic can openers. They're so cool. It's only been a few weeks. So it's not forever. It just feels like forever. That's how much I miss you, my friend. It feels like forever. Oh, and I missed a follow. Tolgahan, thank you for the follow. And Laparel's followed about an hour ago. But I've been chatting with you, so. You have that effect on people. You're also so humble about it, too. I'm kind of a big deal. I know you didn't say that, but still. Alright, so this is already a tight seal, but with hydrogen vent as hot as it can get, I'm gonna let it be a full. I want all 3 of my liquid locks to be full liquid locks, just to be perfectly safe. I'm gonna set one up for there, and then I'm gonna set one up for over here, and I want to pump all this polluted water over there too. You're probably the most humble person I've ever met. Wow. that humbleness. It humbles me to hear how humble your humbleness is. So humbled by your humbleness. I'm the pious guy all the little omelets want to be like, on my knees day and night, earning points for the afterlife. What does he say in Amish Paradise? I know I'm a million times as humble as thou art. That's what it is. That's organic, but that does not off-gas. It wasn't slime. Okay. So don't be vain and don't be whiny, or else, my brother, I might have to get medieval on your hiney. Okay, so disable and disable. There we go. Okay, so there's a good liquid lock. Now we just need to put a pump in here and an automation thing. Although I need power to go in here. Let's just do a power transformer. There. And there. Keep it simple, stupid. Who you calling stupid? I'm just talking about shaft. Okay. Gas pump. We'll make this out of... I feel like I'm going to need my steel, so I'm going to go for gold, and hopefully that's enough. There. Automation. Atmo. There. Automation wire. This I will do a steel because lead will melt. That should be good. And then insulated pipe will run to wherever I'm going to put this power. Where do I want to put this? Somewhere out here. Somewhere. Don't make me get medieval on you, hiney. That's right. Or else, my brother, I might have to get medieval on you, hiney. Where do I want to do my hydrogen power things? I can do them like right below here. I'll let them finish this build first, though. This will give us a good amount of power. I wonder if the tree actually attacks animals to turn them into meat, or just waits for them to die. To start with, though, I will need a high pressure gas vent. So we'll want to pump out, make this a vacuum before we activate this thing. Nope, it only attacks dupes. Okay, alright. It wants to turn dupes into food. Or, more like it hates that the duplicates steal its food. Stop stealing my food. Sorry. And what do we got? 250, 288 of those. Pretty good amount. Doing okay on auction. Okay. How are we doing an auction in here? Pretty good. If I get to a little bit below half, that's probably when we'll send it back home. Hey, Sasha, thanks for the gifted sub device. I actually almost said something earlier when Silly's device said, I need a permit. I'm like, how are you not subbed? Apparently it's because Saucer was not here to... And another gifted sub. Thank you so much, Saucer. Always so generous, my friend. Everything can go here. Okay. Can I mop that? I can. I'm going to want to come in from the other side. Hopefully I can come in below it and it won't attack me. It does attack critters? The wiki says it doesn't. Your OnlyFans is so successful, you're paying it forward. Well, grats! I'm gonna have to check that out, giggity. The ladies love Sauce's OnlyFans. If I mop this up, how can I take a bottle of liquid and move it somewhere? Got like a bottle. Actually, no. I'll just pump it into the liquid cargo tank that I made. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah. I feel like we should have more oil on the way. Is there more oil on the way?
Subscribing,
they have not been.
Thanks for subscribing to the channel.
I should still have oil, right? You know what? I bet you we ran out of oil. Yeah, I need to actually dump a bunch of oil in here. That's what I need to do. That was my bad. So it should be from here to here, here to here, cancel, and this. There we go. Now that'll give us oil to work with. To be honest, they love your OnlyFans because it's only pictures of your cats. That's how you really make it popular, OnlyFans. Make it pictures of kitty cats. Alright. Gonna dump all that out of there. Fleeing. Oh. Okay. Alright, you all need to... Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Now they're gonna get attacked every time they go through there. Oh wow, he did just attack that animal there, actually. Okay, no in, you can just go out. Why did you just go in there? Okay, you must have already queued that up. Okay. Alright, so that will, and then if it's above 0, then you should always go, because we want to vacuum that out. There is a puffed prince in here that should not be in here. That thing will turn into, well, off gas, I think. Am I seeing something off gas in here? There should be nothing off gassing in here. Phosphorite doesn't off gas, if I remember correctly. Okay. I think the him attacking was collateral damage, eh? You might be right. You might be right.
Subscribing to
How saucer gets us up. Silent Angel, Blubber,
to the
Dreadful.
channel.
Goodness, my friend, you are just making up for lost time, I guess. Okay, let's build our hydrogen. Let's build at least like 2 hydrogen generators here to use this power. So probably want a smart battery for these guys. Do that. Instead of a gift bombs for randos, you decided to do active participants. So that's a good way to do it. I mean, who am I kidding? Any way you gift subs is good for me, so who am I kidding? Do it however you want. It's all subs for me. All right, how many do we have of these? 100, 200, 300, 309. All right, we're making good progress. Over halfway there for those things. And I want to check this guy. Oxygen levels look good. Food levels look good. Beautiful. You just tested it. It appears that it's been changed. It doesn't attack critters. Okay. So it looks like the attack was collateral damage. Yeah. You do a lot of lurking, Saucer? I do the same. When I'm in other streams, that's what I usually do. I usually lurk. Lurk mode is my preference as well. Right, we should have a better power situation this time than I've had in other new planets I've started on. So the puffed got deleted. You think it has a radius? Yeah. You know, a tree slinging its roots around does actually sound pretty scary. Don't mess with tree ends. That's what we've learned. Don't mess with tree ends. You typically use streams as background noise while working, so that if you turn away from the screen because something is going on, you don't miss something in a show or die in a video game. Nice, nice. So I actually want to be able to get in here without my duplicants getting attacked, and I think the way to do that would be to dig out the area underneath so they can't climb the ladders up there. So it'd be like that and that. Actually, I bet the material I'm going to run out of is the igneous rock and stuff, but we're probably fine. We're probably fine. It's probably fine. Got a vacuum. Perfect, vacuum. Oh, this is showing me algae, coal, dirt, phosphorite. So show me the consumable ore, recolored, but there should be nothing that off gases. Very nice. So now if this ever gets above 1,000 grams, that's when we'll send a green signal. And so I think we can turn this on. But I want to disconnect this and have this go. Do I want to do radiant radiant gas pipes? No, let's just do granite regular pipes, and we can kind of do a little bit of this kind of thing. I don't know if that'll cool or heat, but we'll do that. Automation wire out of lead. Should be fine here. Across there. Alright, we don't have field research to analyze this thing. I could potentially give that skill to somebody. How's your morale? Oh, your morale is actually looking pretty good. Let's give it to Catalina since she's not a builder or a digger for us. So we'll do that. And we'll say analyze at 9. So Catalina can do that. You don't use its power to kill, so you're not sure what radius it has. You don't use that, noob. Totally use the Experiment 52B's power to kill. Like a license to love. If you don't use it, you lose it. I think I might need an overflow. Do I need an overflow? Because if it backs up, all that does is pressurize this room. Yeah, it makes pretty hot hydrogen. Yes, it does. But it cools down pretty quickly because hydrogen, you know, exchange temperature so fast. So all these things that are 24 degrees in here are probably going to cool it down. Do I care if the pressure builds up in here? If the pressure builds up in here, the bad thing would be it could overheat, I think, if the pressure builds up, maybe. Do I need an overflow? It would waste hydrogen. I'm not going to do an overflow yet. I'm not going to do an overflow yet. I love how there's like leftover wires and stuff in here, like somebody tried to mess with that. Oh, okay, well that, I was not expecting that. Looks like the resin is staying in place though. That's good. As long as I'm not leaking any resin. It's all polluted water, that's fine. Free up the resin that we can pump that over into here. We can set up, once we actually want to drain the polluted water out of here, so there's only resin. So if there's only resin, then we can set up our pumping system that we'll eventually use for this. Phosphorite will liquefy, you think? Liquefy. Alright, well let's take it out of here. Let's do the sweep for all the consumable ore which is phosphorus and all that. Let's go ahead and do that. Phosphorite. Algae. Anything that might like melt or something, take it out of there is fine. There's meat in there, huh? It's liquid at 243C, okay. Well, we'll take it out of there. No big deal. Let's sweep it up. Alright, I want to get this thing going before I start taming this guy. After I tame this guy... Oh, why did you all go out of there? I did not want all that resin to fall out of there. Crap. Alright, well, where's the resin? Let's mop up all the resin, and hopefully we can manually get that on our ship somehow. Not a lot of resin. We want to mop up all of this. Little thing here. Alright, let me check. Still over half of our oxygen. Good. This guy, ooh, he's under half of his oxygen. How much do you have? 1, 2, 341. Let's send you back home. Let's get your oxalite refilled. 18. You still have plenty of plastic. So I'm going to send this guy back home to do the research he's got. Cancel that request. He's just going to go out and get scalded or whatever when he does that. Is he coming back home? Yeah, so he's gonna run out with no suit on. Right? Oh wait, he's not gonna go until there is a suit. Okay, so if somebody delivers a suit, he'll be able to get out. Cool. Someone's bringing you a suit. You'll get a nice break nails. You can do some, you know, do some research or something. I want all the resin. I just want to make sure I'm getting the resin. Alright. Small amounts of resin, we might be able to use that for something. You're doing that research, good. Okay, beautiful. Alright, we're getting all this good stuff done. All this good stuff. And so we'll use the smart battery to say we'll prioritize using the hydrogen over the natural gas power, probably. So we'll put this one like 50-90 and the other one 40-80 or something. Something like that. And then this thing will eventually turn on whenever it's not dormant. Okay, I'm going to let them finish mopping everything. So how... Let's see, how can I... Okay, what we can do is... Okay, I think that might be enough oil for 3 liquid locks. I think we can stop sending the oil now, finally. And so I can stop dumping this overflow. Not quite. Good. I remembered this in time. Beautiful. Very nice. Although I'm not quite sure. A little overflow. A little overflow. That's fine. A little overflow never hurt nobody, right? Except that it dumped a little bit in there. And it's... Okay, that's not good. Never hurt nobody except when it hurt somebody. Dang it. If that ever happens, I need to put this here so that doesn't happen again. Okay, so is there any more crude oil in there? It looks like there's not. Okay, good. So we just need to plumb that guy out. I don't understand how that does that. Like, shouldn't a liquid vent under here be overpressurized and shouldn't let stuff out? Confused how that works sometimes. Why is there no O2 in here? Hey, research finished. Ha. You know what, GG Cookie Time? We haven't had research done in like 1,000 cycles. We can make our monument and finish the game. Yay. If I click that, they should get that done first, right? Liquid vents overpressurized at 1,000 kilograms. Okay. Ah, it's a crude oil thing. Crude oil stacks at 750, overpressurized at 1,000. Okay. Well, that answers the question of why none of my liquid vents that I've set up ever over pressurized like I thought they were supposed to. Alright, now I know. Alright, get all this mess kind of fixed. Have they plumbed this yet? $4.4 million calories, man. Alright, somebody gonna do this? Beautiful. Somebody will do this, then I can plug this back in. Just bringing the water from below now, which is fine, because it comes from there. I have backup polluted water in case my polluted water gets polluted water run out. We have backups for my backups for my backups. I should just set everything to priority 9 so it all gets done first. Yeah, that totally won't screw up everything. Follow me for more auction not included tips. Wow, so pro. You should go pro at auction not included. Should go pro. Unlike me, who's just an amateur at it. Alright, there we go. That fixes that. There we go. Okay. Oh, there was a little bit more oil in there. Oh, crap. Okay, one more time. Plummets. At 9. I was wondering, I thought there was more oil down there. Oh, it must have disappeared because there's too little. Nope, it got sucked in there. Another pro tip. Keep your duplicants well fed and happy and don't let them die, even when they try to kill themselves over and over. Okay. Alright, this looks all good. We dumped out all the polluted water in here. Let me set up getting a liquid into there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up... Where do I want to do this? Pump right there, and this is going to pump out. We're going to pump this over to here, and then we make it out of ceramic. Oh crap! I need a liquid intake fitting. Is that right? No, that's is it station shipping? Solid rocket port loader. Is there a liquid rocket loader? How do I get stuff into this? How do I get stuff into this liquid container? There's no intake for it. I want this to be resin. How do I get stuff into this? Do they manually put it in there? I would assume I have to pump it in there. I've never actually used this. Liquid port loader. Where is that? It's under plumbing. Oh. Liquid rocket port loader. Okay, alright. Or inside the rocket. Yeah, how do I, is there... I don't feel like I have room inside the rocket to do that. So if I do that, will that allow that to go inside, or does it need to be right up next to it? I think I've done one of these on my other planet. Let me look at what it looks like. There's a solid unloader. Okay, I think it needs to be plugged into the rocket platform. So that's a solid one. We're gonna need to do a liquid one there. Get the resin. Let's do it that way because I don't know how I'm gonna get it inside the rocket, honestly. liquid port loader. There, I think. Needs to be next to the platform. You can also make a liquid intake inside the Spacefarer module. Okay. I'm going to do it this way because I understand how this works better, I think. And trying to get stuff in and out of the rocket inside of here is kind of a pain in the arse. Does that need power? It does need power. Just in case. We don't want it to melt. Make that out of steel. Yeah, I think that's how it goes, where it needs to be plugged in right to that little thingamajigger right there. That's the technical term. Fertilizer, I would love to have that at my home base. Use a railgun shoot to my base. Yeah, but I need to have radiation for that, and getting radiation over here, that's going to be a whole other thing. I'm going to eventually need to ship stuff away from here, but I don't want to worry about that's a big old setup that I'm not ready to try to make yet. I am not prepared. I mean, it took me forever just to get, you know, this little bit of radiation ragbolt thing going. And it doesn't even create that many rad bolts, but at least it's consistently sending something over, so. Okay. So we'll need to pipe into there. And again, just to make sure, we're going to use ceramic from there to there. Okay. All right, how we do it over here? Oxygen is over half full. There's no O2 for this suit, though. Probably because of the way we have this element sensor not pumping all the time. But it's fine, it's fine. Have they refilled this thing yet? They refilled the oxalite, perfect. How many data banks are still here? Please tell me they should be using these data banks. Actually, they might be doing the other research before the data banks. Okay, no, they've used some of them. It's just going to take them a while to get all that done. Okay. Okay. Man, all this work with this hydrogen vent, it's just not even on. Not even on, bro. Before I work on other stuff, I want to get the I want to get the resin stored so that when I get home, I don't forget to get the resin. Oh, I don't want to forget to get it. Liquid ports unloader. That's gonna be there. That'll be how we get the resin off of there. What do you do with resin? What's up, Lazy Apples? You turn it into iso resin, and we looked at it earlier. It's used for insulation. Insulation takes iso resin, and visco gel takes iso resin. And iso resin is created. Do you turn the iso resin? Where do you get iso resin? You turn resin into iso resin somewhere? How does that work? I don't actually see. Is resin iso resin, or is there another step in between? I actually don't know. Okay, so that's ready to go. Okay, so now we just need to say resin. Enable auto bottle 7. And they should pick up all this resin, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Oh, but I need to power this thing, though. Molecular Forge can produce insulation from isoresin. Check resin's data sheet. Okay, let's see. This. Elements. Liquids. Resin. Polymerize an isoresin by boiling away its excess moisture. Boiling away? I have to boil resin? Well, now that's interesting. Wow, that's pretty crazy. You boil resin to make iso resin. So I have to... How would I do that? Do I need to make a steam room very specifically for that? Maybe I do. Where does it say unpermitted food? What? Why are you unpermitted food? Did I somehow mess up? Ugh. Yes, I did. You're melting resin at 130 C. Yes, but don't heat it up too much. Melting point 20 C. 125 C. Evaporates at 125 C. All right, well, that's going to be an interesting project. To heat it up to a very precise temperature. That'll be very interesting. Okay. Interesting. That's future Rand's problem. But that'll be interesting. Okay, so did we get all the iso resin? Can I look at materials, liquid, polluted water, any other iso resin? I think we got all the iso resin. Looks like we did. Everything else is just polluted water, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'm going to say they are now allowed in here. Because the way I set this up, I don't think they can get attacked by the tree anymore. Tile there. Okay, so let me again check. Oxygen levels were a little under half, so we're going to want to send them home fairly soon. I think we have enough time to at least, if not get this natural gas geyser tamed, at least started. So let's get this started. Get this party started. And did I already rummage through these? I think I did. You're using your AT cooling loops chamber. What is AT? Just keep in mind that it gives off extra steam, so add in exit for excess water. Something like that. That. And that. Aqua tuner. Okay. 75% of resin turns into steam, so it's a lot. Okay. AT cooling loops chamber. Well, I definitely have a lot of like cooling loops and things. So I was thinking I'd make like a dedicated one or something. I'm gonna demolish those, and I believe I can give that skill to my builder, which is Abe. Oh, his morale is not looking amazing, so I'm going to hold off on that. Because there's volcanoes there, you'll probably end up taming it, so I'll definitely have heat there. Yeah, that's true. I guess what I could end up doing is do the taming here. We have heat, so maybe we just run our iso resin through here. Have the excess steam run off or something. Definitely is something we could do. Yeah, makes sense. Feed this guy food. Have the resin pumped through one of these places to dumped in there. Boil off the steam. Pump out the resin. And then get it home somehow. You currently can't get out of here, can you? Let me do that just to make sure you can. Could use Abyssal as a natural ceiling. Talking about for this? I mean, I think I'd already dug that out. What are we talking about for this? I'm probably going to leave the Abyssalite here, but my plan is to pump out all this polluted water over here and then use the Abyssalite as my liquid lock getting down into this. But that's probably the last portion of the stream when we finally actually start getting to that. I don't know if we'll get into that today or not. I'll have to see. You know what? He can't get out of here, can he? Yeah, because there's no O2 getting into here. I need to, I need to do this, so this is just pumping all the time. I need to fill that up. Okay. Okay, looks like they got all the data things out of there. How is the research coming along? Ooh, making pretty good progress. Okay. More room for the vent not to stall. Oh, I have more of gas to pump out. I'm not. This is fine. I'm just gonna go with this. I don't need that much room. You can construct that. That's where we're gonna put the pump there. Yeah, I need to plan when I'm going to feed the holy tree. I feel like I want to do a Paku thing over here. Since there are just Paku already over here. And I've never actually done a Paku farming thing. And I saw Francis John do something like that at one point. So it'll probably be a Paku farm. 200k calories equals 1 kilogram of resin. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, that'll be her. Once she builds that, she will no longer be unreachable food. Yep, I know you're hungry. You're building your way out. That is a good change that they made, that they like prioritize them building ways to get out. Paku works since there's algae on the planet. Oh yeah, is that what you feed them? Yeah, there's definitely lots of algae. And slime that you can turn into algae or something? I don't know what the sustainability of Paku is. I remember he fed Paku like seeds or something. I think you can feed Paku seeds. Is that right? Let me look. Yeah, they can eat seeds. So we can send a crap ton of seeds from any of our other planets that we have just a crap ton of seeds on, too. Seeds are good once they're tame, yeah. Switch to seed after they tame. Gotcha, cool. Okay, good. You're not getting attacked anymore. They're awesome. Alright, how are we looking in here? Once we're fully oxygenated, I can turn this sensor back on correctly. Feeding seeds, it's hard to tame them, so you want to tame using algae and switch to seeds. Cool. So you start with algae, tame them, then switch to seeds. Perfect. Very cool. Man, Streaming's great. You don't need a wiki. You have a wiki in chat. It's awesome. How much do these things get filled up to? 200 kilograms. Okay, you're a long way off from actually being full in. Is that just oxygen right there? Man, I wish I could get this oxygen just to go into that Atmos suit, Doc. Okay. Man, that's slowly filling. This is using up my oxygen. Alright, I'm gonna finish this build and then we're gonna go home. That's the plan. We will do a transformer here. This wire to that guy. Automation. Atmo. Automation wire. That out of steel just to make sure. Okay. Let's get this liquid lock set to crude oil. A water bottle 7. Copy. Paste. Laughing at the meat that the dupe stole from. Did he? Did he go down here and steal his meat? That's funny. That is funny. Easiest way would be to make a balm lily farm for seeds, free stuff, basically. Well, it would require a duplicate to tend that, but yeah, that might be what we do. Although I have so many seeds, yeah, we would want a sustainable. Okay, so we definitely want to. We're going to want to have a permanent presence on this planet since the tree's here. I wasn't planning on having a permanent presence because I thought we get the volcanoes tamed and then automate sending that. But with the tree, we probably are going to do that. Which means maybe we even move these 3 duplicates over to there. Because these duplicates, or we make it so that all this gristleberry we send over there to feed the tree. I'm not exactly sure what we'll do yet. That'll be, again, a future Rand problem. But we'll figure something out. Okay, should be one more delivery for this. Yeah, one more delivery for that. You can get away with 2 breeding Pakus. Yeah, I remember Francis John doing a build like that. I'll probably be looking at his build and copying it, because that's usually what I do when I play. Auction not included. See what Francis John did, then copy him. Alright, there we go. What do we got here? Okay, sure. All these animals will eventually turn into meat that we can feed to him, maybe. You know what? There. Oh, and we almost have that hydrogen vent analyzed. If we do that, we can actually say, bring us all of your databanks. These things filled? Almost, I think. 142 of 200. Yeah, okay. Wow, it takes a lot of oxygen to fill these up. Okay, yeah. We're definitely going to be leaving after we finish this. I just want this vacuum going and this thing open before I leave if I can. You need a sweeper to bring out eggs in the breeding tank. Put 2 doors that you open close depending if the breeding tank is full. Cool. Alright. Oh, and they've repaired some Atmos suits, Doc. Atmos suits since we were here, so that's good that that was getting value. This thing has not turned on yet. I would like this to finish before we leave as well, if we can. So, priority on Catalina research. Yep. Come on. Come on. Come on, kid. There it is. She should prioritize getting that done. That built so we can get that all pumped out. Are any of the people here not wearing suits? Canalina doesn't have a suit. And who's our other people? Abe and... I think the others do have suits already. Yeah, Bubbles and Abe. They already have snazzy suits. Alright, so if it's above, 0. Alright, there we go. That starts clearing that out. Very nice. Hey, Spiritual Demon, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Alright, so that'll be done. This is done. Okay, I think we've done everything I want to do. Once she finishes researching that, we're going to head home to make sure we can refill. Actually, I want this to be vacuumed out so I can open this up so we can start banking up the natural gas. So we're going to let that and that be done, then we'll head home. In the meantime, what can we have our other people do? We can have them just kind of dig out the top of the map a bit here. I kind of want to see what's in there. I guess that was the duplicate that you can get out of there if you want. And we will be taking home with us a whole 18.5 kilograms of resin that we can boil off to make be like a very small amount of iso resin, I guess. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 across there. And actually through all of that, they should be able to get across there. Hey, synchronized digging. Well done. Finally decided to come over from the YouTubes. How's it going? Nice. Well, welcome. Welcome from the YouTubes. Glad to have you. It's going well, my friend. It's going well. Chilling out. Some nice, chill. Auction included where they keep stranding themselves and trying to get themselves killed. Is there anything we can build out of over here? There's not. We actually have to bring that over from somebody else, don't we? Yeah, you're stuck, I know. Oh, goodness, this is actually kind of a big problem. Okay, there's gold amalgam. If I build, I think we can build a metal tile out of gold amalgam. That's the stupidest way to do it, but no, I can't do that out of this. This gold amalgam. Are there any tiles you can make out of unrefined metals? Airflow tiles? There we go. Airflow tile there. There we go. So stupid that I have to do that. But it's fine. It's fine. There. Now you can get down, right? Good. Now, destroy that so nobody else gets stuck over there like a stupid person. They're not even going to be able to reach all that, are they? They'll have to build ladders eventually. All right, almost a vacuum. Almost done with everything we want to do here. Thing's full. I'm going to turn this thing back to this. Auction levels about a third of our auction. That's fine. All right, almost a vacuum. That's almost done. Let me go check on how's our research coming along. There are, wow, there's still a bunch of data banks in here, so I'm not going to send my person out yet. They're still working on the novice research and the applied science, which uses... I forget what that even uses. I think it uses like water and some other stuff. I forget. Advanced research thing uses... Yeah, it uses water. This research station uses dirt. Okay. Dirt, water, then data stuff, and petroleum or something, I forget. Okay. Man, who would have thought that just analyzing this thing is going to take the longest time of anything? Oh, I didn't check if there's anything that can off-gas in here. Phosphorite, sweep 9. Phosphorite, sweep 9. I think that's dirt. I think that's just dirt right there. Come on. Come on, chug a lug a lug a lug a lug chug game. Oh, that I did see phosphorite. Go. Are we a vacuum? We are a vacuum, so if it needs to be above 1,000 grams, it needs to not go here, and we can dig this out. Catalina, why are you doing that? You should be... Oh, you finished! All right, now we know. Next activity, 8 cycles. This will turn on. This will start providing power. All right, I think we are ready to go back home. We'll research this when we come back for our second thing here. I think we've done everything we need to, except get natural gas geysers before we start cleaning out and getting ready to do all this stuff. So perfect. Let us head back home so we don't run out of oxygen. Screw this up. All right, very nice. You guys head home. There we go. And on your way... Oh, nope, I have to tell you to launch, though. Wait, what? Why are you standing outside of that? Is that a bug? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Why are they outside of there? 'Cause I didn't... That's right. I do need to do that. Okay. Yeah, okay. Alright, it's fine. It's because we set them out on those other things. Okay, now we should be good. Says it's not fueled. That's okay. Acknowledge warnings. Going back to Vivina. There we go. That should be good. There's lead. It's... God, don't melt my lead. It melted the lead. Crap. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It'll re-unmelt or something. Re-unmelt. Hey, look at this! The carbon skimmer finally made the natural gas all move out of there. That's great. There's still some in here, which is... There's still a bit of a gas leak, but it's fine. Alright, so what I want to do was get access to this iso resin, which would be... I mean, not iso resin, but resin. That would be... I just need to kind of dump it somewhere. There's just a small little place here. I keep saying isoresin, but it's actually resin. Insulated out of ceramic. There. Liquid bridge out of ceramic so it doesn't melt. Ceramic. Let's go around this thing in case we ever need to do some other liquid. There. there, and then back to regular liquid pipes out of igneous is fine. And there we go. We'll have access to some resin. I'll have to boil it. The hydrogen vent stats, erupting 505 grams a second per eruption cycle, 250 grams a cycle per activity cycle, 172 grams a second. Cool. I don't know what that equates to, but sounds good. Oh yes, this is the other thing that research has to do. It's the, yeah, that uses those things. Okay. I'll keep the diamonds off because we're going to want to actually refuel that guy when it gets back. Okay. I wonder how much steel I used. I have 90 kilograms of steel there. There should be way more than 90 kilograms still around. 300 kilograms. They just like picked up small amounts and then moved those small amounts of steel, I guess. One hydrogen generator uses 100 grams a second and makes 800 watts of power. Okay. You stoop steal the meat from the tree and just let it rot. That's rude, right? Sorry tree, sorry. Fine, it's fine. It's not actually fine, that kind of sucks. Kind of wasted materials. Which radiation we're getting over here? 106 or 1.5 thousand rads per cycle. Wow, we got 8,000, 9,000. Look how many rads we get per cycle over here. That's crazy. Okay, all right. Let's take a look down here. What do we got going over here? I'm just kind of continuously like digging this out, so this drains down into here. It's probably just turning into igneous rock, honestly, but I don't want this magma just to be floating there. I'm just doing this one thing at a time here. Do that. All this open space. Probably need to dig this all down into a pool and then do a kind of a wrap around of the diamond tiles or something. Man, I love seeing all this igneous rock here because I know that's just going to give me more free materials that we're going to turn into sand, which, speaking of, how much sand do we have? Filtration medium. Look at that, 25 tons. Ever since we started turning the igneous rock into sand, it's been so much better. It's so good. Feels so good, man. Not running out of materials feels good. Okay. I wonder how much plant meat we have. 36,000 calories of plant meat. Are they allowed to eat plant meat? I don't know if I ever allowed them to do that or not. Let me make sure they are allowed to eat it. I would assume they would, by default, be allowable. Yeah, looks like it's by default allowable. Be interesting to set up something like this on the tree planet and feed him all the plant meat. That'd be pretty interesting. The challenge would be getting betas to another planet. Which I remember that's another thing that Francis John kind of had a challenge with, but did. I remember it being pretty hard to make that happen, though. Is sand needed for a lot of things? Spiritual Demon, yeah, sand is, you know, a lot of your source of water in this game come from these polluted water vents. And in order to turn polluted water into clean water so that you can use it for, you know, certain plants that need clean water and your bathrooms that need clean water, you have to filter it through water sieves. And water sieves use filtration medium. And there's only two things that you can filter with. It's called regolith and sand. Regolith, I haven't even seen any regolith in the game since the DLC was added, so I think sand is the only filtration to turn polluted into clean water. I think, anyway. Could be wrong about that, but I believe that's right. Could be wrong, but you could be right. Hey, look at this. The place that didn't have a grub now has a grub thing. Makes polluted oxygen. 2 cleans polluted water. 3 makes glass. Oh yeah, and also you need it for glass too. That's right. You can heat up polluted water to steam. That's true. That's the other way to clean it. That requires heat. So rather than using sand, you can use heat, but then you have to have a source of heat, which we're kind of doing down here too. And honestly, I'd like to use this to clean my water. The problem is that it creates pressure issues when I do this. When I pump water in here. Keeping the balance of pressure in here from inputting dirty water, outputting clean water, I've had kind of an issue with in the past. I don't really want to mess with changing any of that though right now. Okay, what do we got? Slickster, pufflet eggs. You know what? Any just random animal I want to put over here. And I think what I eventually need to do, I need a manual dump where any meat that shows up, we put it in and it just drops it in to feed this guy. That's what we need to do. That's, again, that's future. Do I want to prepare? Maybe I actually want to prepare the Paku thing when I come back here. Now, I think I want to do that next stream. I don't want to get into a build that I've not done before yet. I want to prepare before I do that for next stream. Today, my plan was to at least start moving this magma out of the way to get access to these tungsten volcanoes. Tree will be after this, or in tandem once I get other stuff done. I don't want to get distracted by other stuff. Too many cool projects we can work on. How close are we, by the way? Not that close, okay. Use polluted dirt for sublimation stations. You get clay for ceramics, which you grind back to sand. Closed loop lumber for polluted dirt. Ah, so you farm lumber for that. Interesting. That's a cool idea. I haven't done enough with lumber. We have lumber over here, but I've never gotten into like farming and recycling lumber with arbor trees and all that. That might be something I need to work on at one point. It's a closed loop for polluted dirt into ceramics, grinded into sand. That's pretty cool. I honestly probably don't need that this run since we have so much sand now from this, now that our rock is being used for nothing else. But that does sound like a cool way to get it too. Okay, I'm kind of just killing time while I wait for my people to get back. Kind of just killing time, so maybe I'll slowly dig into here. Neutronium there. Oh gosh, if I want to drain this magma. Huh. Okay, actually I do want to drain this magma. Yeah, that actually all just instantly turns into igneous rock. You know what? I'm kind of fine with that. I just don't want this loose magma lying around. That's interesting. You've been thinking about sand recycle loop for a while. You barely use any water lately ever since you did a no tamed vents run. Mined everything from space. So you had to save water and now use water in the early game and then pretty much stop using it once research is done. Interesting. That is pretty cool. Oh, don't fall. Okay, good. There. I want to dig up into here and let this magma flow down if I can. I don't think neutronium transfers heat at all, so if I want to get this heat... Oh, I guess this kind of will suck the heat out of all this, maybe. It's cool that a challenge you gave yourself taught you how to use your water more efficiently or whatever. No tamed events run. That sounds really challenging. What are you doing with that igneous rock? Oh, you're probably going to go turn it into sand. That's... One thing I am worried about is if they pick up igneous rock, go through here... I hope you don't boil any... Are you... Do you have... 1100 degree igneous rock? Before you run in there, let me save it real fast. I think this is fine as long as she doesn't drop it as she runs through here. As long as she does not drop it into the oil. Okay, okay, looks like it's fine, it's fine. This currently has really hot igneous rock in here, but it's transferring heat in the steam room, so it's probably fine. I hope it's fine. Steel rock crusher, you're fine, right? You're fine. It's fine. But yeah, we are just slowly getting rid of this entire... Whoops. Oh god, what part did I hit? I don't know. This entire magma biome is almost completely turned igneous rock by now, which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, man. Are you guys back? Almost back. Actually, I can just cancel this. If I do that, that'll drop down. I'll get rid of the last little bit of magma. Now, if I remember correctly, I think Francis John did a thing where he was actually picking up all the hot igneous rock and having it run up to here using conveyor rails, and that's how he transferred the heat even faster. I don't think I'm gonna do anything that crazy, but that's pretty cool build too. This game looks really fun, yet really sophisticated if you don't know much about the mechanics. It is. It definitely is. I recommend the game highly, though. But if you get into this game, it's like Factorio or other automation games. If you get into it, prepare to lose your face, lose your name, lose your life, and get fitted for a suit of flame. Because you just... It's just... There's just never-ending stuff to do. You end up barely using any materials in the late game. Everything's closed loop. You feed sages plant meat, bad food, get coal, which you use for ceramics, which you grind, which you... Well, that's cool. It'll suck your soul. That's right. It'll definitely do that. Do I have a filter for this? I do, actually. I already have that set up to be filtered. Cool. Yeah, it has a sandbox and debug mode. You can do that if you want to learn mechanics. Although, honestly, if you're going to get into this game, I just always say watch Francis John's videos on YouTube. He's kind of the main YouTuber who's got great tutorials. They're called tutorial nuggets. That's where I've learned so much of what I've learned from this game, just from watching all of his videos. Okay. All right. What can I work on while I wait for these guys? How about infinite food storage over on Hydrio? I started this thing. So what if I were to do... I need to deconstruct this guy. Deconstruct that guy. This shouldn't be doing much in the way of providing power for us, right? Most of our power should be provided up here. How many batteries we got? Let's get a couple extra jumbo batteries, actually. And just for more power storage. And then let's do a ladder here while we dig out all of this stuff. Although I want that water to stay in there, so let me hold off on that first. You have 6,000 hours and counting. Nice. That's awesome, Tom. Work on vacuuming your asteroids, then tiling them up for FPS. Okay, yeah, I can do a big sweep command thing, I guess. That's something we can do. Nothing there. I'm a little worried when I do a sweep command that something hot's going to go where it shouldn't go, but it should be fine if I just avoid the bottom areas. I don't want to sweep up sleetweed in there because that is all being kept cold by being in there. I've definitely never done a big major sweep command in my home base, that's for sure. Okay, I'm not going to touch anything in there. You ran chatches for coal, for diamond anyway, yeah. That's actually what I have so much diamond from, is all the coal from when I was ranch hatching at the beginning of my run for food. Oh my gosh, that's so much stuff to pick up. I hope that will help my FPS by doing all this. Not do that. You have had this game for a long time, from since where you had to stress dupes out to get resources. What did you do to stress dupe? What resource did you get from stressing your dupes out? What resource was that? I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Well, that is a forever project that's probably never going to get done. But we'll trust in our dupes. They'll totally get stuff done, I'm sure, at some point. I'm sure. Sure they will. Surely. They won't, and don't call me Shirley. Okay, there we go. I'm going to do just that. Deconstruct ladders to limit the dupe path. Really? Okay. Make sure this is on buildings, okay. Like all these extra ladders are just... God, I'm a little worried about doing this. Because of, I don't want to deconstruct something and then they get stuck somewhere. But I guess I can do it on a lot of these places where they don't actually even need them. Pathing is the biggest lag contributor. Okay. Oh, you stress out dupes for water, polluted water, and dirt. Interesting. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to deconstruct all my ladders, but I will deconstruct all these kind of random ones that aren't needed anymore. And hope I don't deconstruct something and get a duplicate stuck somewhere. So worried I'm going to do that. Okay, They can get across there. Okay, what random ladders do I want to get rid of? These guys here, I guess. Okay. That actually does let them get down there. We don't need these guys. That lets them get up there. I don't need those guys. Those or those. That one's used. Those are not needed. I can't even reach all those to deconstruct them. Should need those. All these should not be needed. They deconstruct that, they should fall off and not be stuck, hopefully. Okay, if any of my duplicants get stuck somewhere, I'm blaming you for telling me to do all this deconstruct. Just letting you know. I will blame you if a dupe dies. Okay, so I don't need all of these. These were all to build the transport tubes. And that was to get them over. I'm gonna leave those there. You try not to ranch voles unless you have dupes living on the regolith asteroid. They're too OP in your opinion. The starvation ranching, yeah. Okay. This thing's back. So we are refueling this. And refilling that. Catalina is sleeping here. Are you in a suit, Catalina? No, you're not. So I'm not sure why you're sleeping there. Especially when you literally have a bed right there. I just... Okay, it's fine. Okay. So they have basically already refueled. Do I want to head back immediately, or do I want to do something else first? Do I want to put extra steel in here? How about we put a little extra steel in here, just to make sure? Okay, looks like they got the data things out of there, right? Okay, so let's put an extra, like, just to be safe, 5 tons of steel. That's probably where we're going to use the most of. 5 tons of steel there. And then we'll let them do a little bit more refilling here. Refueled. And then we'll take our break, and when we come back, we will send our group back over there to start. I'm just going to be building doors. I guess steel, I'm going to basically do... Who is it? Why do you keep sleeping in here? What is happening? Wait, is it really that... Did you bring something really hot in here? He brought really hot steel in here, didn't he? 1,500 degree steel was brought in here. Oh, where did... Oh, I think they brought that from down in... Oh, God. Oh, God. Take this steel, sweep it out of here. Oh, God. Stupid duplicants, man. Nobody sleeps until you sweep this out of here. And where are we going to put it? If it's the really hot steel, it needs to go down here. Put this at 9. Okay. Why is nobody doing this? Why is nobody doing this right now? No, not ceramic. Oh, God damn it, man. Ah, Jesus Christ, man. How did this happen? You're so stupid, you stupid stuplicants. Oh, you want steel? Here's 8 bajillion degree steel. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? Okay. Okay, good. They got it out of there. Thank God. Okay. I wish you could, like, say off limits for duplicants. I need to find where this duplicant is taking the steel, by the way. Because it better not be going into here. Where's my storage over here? This is at 6. Okay, so it should be going down where I just put a priority 9. Okay, good. Good. I think that's why I was originally doing sweep only steel earlier, actually. Yeah, now I remember why I was doing sweep only, so they didn't do that. Okay. Do I really need more steel? I kind of do want to make sure. I think I'm going to need plenty of steel. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put... Let's do what I was doing previously. Do this. 6 tons. And let me actually say, I don't want steel allowed down in these guys, so when I do a sweep only, they won't put steel in here. So undo steel, copy settings on all these. Might drop steel on the ground, but all this steel is... Actually, a lot of this steel has chilled down, so that's pretty good. Damage overheated. What's doing it? The door. The atmosphere checkpoint overheated now. God damn, man. Ah, jeez. Is there something really hot still right there? Or is that just because it's lead? Why is... It's only 55 degrees. God, let me click the damn thing. Yeah, it overheats at 55, actually. So I think I need to deconstruct this, don't I? Disable auto repair, deconstruct. I have to rebuild this now. Meow. Need to rebuild it, meow. Okay. Make a building out of steel, they should cool down. Actually, if you make... Yeah, it's true. If you make a building out of that material, it actually resets the temperature of it. Let's make this out of iron. You got shunned into space for that exploit. Okay. I will occasionally do that, but I try to avoid doing that if I can. Sometimes it's just the way to delete heat, though. Okay, so now they put a bunch of steel on the ground here. Or put a bunch of steel here, yes. Take out the steel. Say in here. Sweep only. Steel at 6 tons. And then we sweep this stuff up. There. Okay, hopefully that'll get us the steel in there without it being overheated steel. That's 200 ooh, that's 200 degree, still 209 degree steel actually. Why are you so hot? You love playing on the exploits in Oni, though you avoid them in certain runs. No. God, I told them to stop sweeping it. Now they're putting it in there, though. Is this going to overheat us in here? Oh, God, it is, isn't it? Is there any way to cool this room down? Yeah, 202 degrees steel in there now. So it's going to slowly rise the temperature in here, isn't it? I probably did this earlier, or I was kind of doing that. Dump water? If I dump water and it turns to steam, that would be a bad thing. What I could do is I could make one temp shift plate out of water, or out of ice, to cool down and then mop up that water. I think I might do that. Do I have ice here? I do. Is there any place where I can put this? Oh, actually, I can put this in a lot of places. Crack open a window to the vacuum space. Sounds like a great plan. Alright, I'm going to do that. And it's going to like instantly melt. But what I'll do is when we take our break, I'll kind of just let this sit here cooling. While we take our final break of the day, and then we come back, we'll head our duplicates over to do more work over there. Start digging down into the other biome. You installed natural tiles mod because you detest the deconstruct metal door exploit, and heating debris seems ridiculous. Okay, are they going to do this? It said somebody was on this current errand. Come on, come on. Joshua is supplying ice, I think. Unless the ice melted on the way here or something. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to AFK. I'm going to save. Nope, not load. I hate that misclicking causes like 5 seconds of lag in this game. Everything causes 5 seconds of lag in this game. They really need to optimize their game, man. Alright, and then in the meantime, I'm going to turn it on slow while hopefully this will cool down our rocket. It'll be a little bit cooler when we head back. Alright, I'll be back in just a bit, my friends. Yell Rock, thanks for hanging out. See you in just a sec, my friends.